Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm on day number 2 of going deeper, or whatever that was that I was going to call it. But going deeper, I think, is what we said. And I'm on day number 2, and I'm going to start by pulling one of these cards. If I can get all of them out. Come here. Last card didn't want to come out. This is, again, the Gilded Tarot, because I'm kind of very fond of this deck, and I'm really happy that I got it. So I thought I'd use it again. And I'm going to pull a card first. First I'm going to shuffle. Give these guys a good Durchmischen. Sagen wir in German. But this is, these shuffle so great. Also, yeah. So, yeah, it's an amazing deck. Let me give it another shuffle. One more. Okay, Sunshine said stop. And here's the card. So 6 of Swords today. This is new journeys, new beginnings, getting past troubled waters, and what have you. So I have this card today. Again, beautiful artwork. I just love it. And I love that she's dressed in blue. It looks like she is, you know, dressed in blue, and then the water and the swords. I mean, this has a very good feel to it. Even though this card is generally, in some ways, sometimes it could signify going up the river, but in this instance, it has a very positive vibe to it. So here we go. So I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to start the meditation. Today's day number 2 of going deeper, and today's April 14th, 2025. And I started out by saying, such a beautiful sunshiny day. And Sunshine says, of course, what better way to have your favorite guide back? And I said, you're my favorite guide, but I love you all equally. And she says, of course, I'm just being coy. I said, I figured you are. You're so much fun. And she says, am I, though? It has been awfully quiet here these past few days. Did you enjoy yourself? And I said, oh, yes, I did. But I always know that I could come back to you, Sunshine. I know that I can always come back to you. And I said, Sunshine, I know that externally things are completely off the rails, but why do I feel so calm? And she says, well, the answer to that is quite simple. You know that ultimately things will work out. Perhaps that is what is keeping you so calm. I said, perhaps, but with all the turmoil going on, why is it that I have this uncanny sense that things are as you said? And she said, easy, you trust us. When Nigel or Ramon said something that resonates with you, you trust and believe that all is well. You never mentioned this when you were asked to take part in the love stream, but you felt something when you were asked to be a part of that. What was the feelings you felt? I said, I felt humbled. When I was asked to take part, it felt like I was finally being told that what I was doing was right or validated. Instead of feeling hoity-toity, I felt as though the universe was telling me that I was doing something right. The other thing is that when I was told that a viewer was anticipating these dialogues, it felt as though I was contributing something worthwhile to the discussion. Sunshine says, of course you were. It becomes very important for more voices to be out there. And Metatron says, yes, she's right. I gave Deborah your name for that reason. You're a valid leader, not as an overexperienced one, but one who shows others that you are capable and can show them that everyone can do what you are doing. You don't have to compare your contributions to that of others. Just embrace that you are making an important contribution to the world. Also, I want you to share your idea with Deborah. You know, the idea I mean. Do share it with her. It will add to the levity, and it will make a difference. I said, you mean the one about the sci-fi shows? And Metatron says, do you have any other ideas in mind? And he goes, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I said, no, that was the one. And Metatron says, good. I want you to broach the subject with her. She will know what to do with it. Just trust me. I said, I do trust you. I just don't always trust myself. And Metatron says, you do. You just know that we will not let you fail. And I said, I know you won't. Only I will write her today and see what she says. And Metatron says, good girl. Okay, Sunshine, take it from here. Sunshine says, yes, boss. And I said, Sunshine, is there no one you will not banter with? And Sunshine says, no, but I probably will not try with your husband. He may not know what to make of me. I said, I imagine not. So the idea is to talk about the spiritual concepts in various forms of entertainment, Star Trek, Doctor Who, and films. Just about everything that people might watch for entertainment. Do you think that might be interesting to people? Not necessarily the people who are knee-deep in spiritual concepts. And Sunshine says, sure, everyone is on a level with regards to their spiritual awareness. But if they can find something, a sense of depth in a show or movie, it might help them along. Just send the message. If she says no, then you can always pursue it on your own. It might be more fun, though, to pursue it with another person, sort of a dialogue instead of just with us. Remember when we talked about Winnie the Pooh and you were not certain about the use of that? I told you it was okay and you used it. So it would be a fun idea to not just learn about something new, but to also bounce ideas back and forth. Just do it. Metatron said it was a good idea. I said, I know. I will write a message today and send it, but I still have to study. I have a little over a week before the test. And Sunshine says, why are you so worried? You've got this. You could simply do nothing and still pass the test. I said, I want a perfect score with no unwanted surprises. And Sunshine says, don't overdo it. You will be fine, but I know that you will pass the test. If you don't think so, use that question on Saturday. I said, oh, okay, I will do that. Just thank you for knowing how important this is to me. And Sunshine says, of course I know, but someone else also knows. And Fred Rogers comes in and says, you will do great. You are a smart lady and have so much potential. And I said, you're back. And I said, I'm thrilled that you're here. Why is it so easy for me to hear you? And he says, because you are open to hearing me. Many people may believe that it is just another voice in your mind, but you know in your heart that I am here. The letters we shared during the latter part of my life helped to enhance the bond between us. You being open to the messages from Metatron and your guides have helped to solidify your connections to the spirit world. Did you not notice that when you were on your trip, there were many that were speaking to you? One in Cambridge when you approached the bench, and the second when you were at the Science Museum. The spirits of Navalny and Harrison were there, and they knew that you are open to messages at any given moment. Just keep your eyes and ears open to the messages, and they will come. It is the same as when you are sitting and work and writing them out. I said, that makes me happy, but how can I distinguish them? Sometimes my head feels like it is filled with noise, like everyone is speaking at once. It reminds me of the times when I'm in a crowded restaurant and everyone is trying to talk over one another. Trying to make anything out feels like a challenge. And he says, your meadow has become a meeting place for many. I'm here. I can see here are many people. Most of them you have briefly spoken to or have admired over the years. When the time comes, you will be able to hear them over the noise. Sometimes you have to focus on one voice. It's like having a small flashlight in your hand to bring you through a valley. Once you have done that, the opportunities will open themselves for you. I said, I trust you so much. And you know that it is always nice when I hear your voice through the noise. But I don't want to leave anyone out. There are bits of wisdom I can get from them all. And Sunshine says, that's why you're doing this series of meditations, Yvette. It is to help you break through the noise, to get to those bits of wisdom that you seek. In the coming days, we will help you to break the barrier and speak to many people who will offer you further insight. Just know that it is possible and you will find the hidden truths. And I said, I keep thinking of the movie Whispers of the Heart, where the boy's grandfather told her, take her story and use the wisdom to polish and make the story more concise. And Sunshine says, yes, that's a great story with some good spiritual logic to it. Use it, Yvette, and see what ultimately comes. Tomorrow you can continue this and you will know with certainty if your idea will reap something. I think it will. I said, thank you, Sunshine, and thank you, Mr. Rogers. I always love speaking with you. And he says, and I love speaking with you. And I said, that means a lot. Also, thank you to Metatron. And that's where I ended. This was a very, very great idea. that to talk to them about it, to see if they feel that it would be a good springboard for me to continue on. And so now we're back to the card, the Six of Swords, and I'm trying to figure out how it coincides with the meditation. And I think I did figure it out, that this idea that I have that I want to speak with Deborah about is a new beginning. It's a new idea. It's a new undertaking, and it might bring me to something new. But I will check the book and see if my interpretation is even close. So, let's see. I have to get to the Minor Arcana. I have to find it here. Oh, here we go. And, oh, that's the Major Arcana. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is kind of sorted out a little bit weirdly, but okay. So Wands, Cups, Swords. Okay, here we go. Six of Swords. It says, by the light of the full moon, a cloaked lady calmly ferries herself across the water. 6 swords stand upright in the boat, but they do not appear to be threatening. The meaning of the Six of Swords is quite literal, moving out of stormy waters into calmer ones. If you have experienced difficult times, this card assures you that that matters will improve and harmony will once more be restored. As the Six of Swords in the boat demonstrate, our experiences are part of us and travel with us, a reminder that life's lessons we have encountered. This card can also represent a physical journey, usually long or over water. So that's what the book says, and that's I think sort of, it does, after a very turbulent time, we're starting something new. So maybe this is about my idea. So we'll see. But at any rate, I thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to listen. And I hope that you will have a great day and lots of sunshine and just awesome time. Thank you again for being here, and take care. And as always, namaste.